This is for the late night addicts and the early morning coffee drinkers. This is Kyle Johnston mic'd up. You can find my work on Twitter at KJohnston mic'd up. You can find my work on my blog site, kylejohnstonmic'dup.wordpress.com. It is Monday morning. The monster that was the CFL went down yesterday on Sunday. For all you fantasy football players, the fantasy season is quickly coming to an end. Mostly everybody should have 1 week left. My fantasy football team is pretty much fucked. It's been awful. Had a half decent team. I thought I drafted a half decent team. We're in a keeper league, so I basically abandoned ship. Like my first pick was Lamar Miller, followed by Allen Robinson. Yeah, not a very good combination. But like I had Melvin Gordon to kind of back up my running backs. I had Derek Carr and Eli Manning as my quarterbacks. We start 2 quarterbacks in this league, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. Tight end was Jimmy Graham. So like I had some half decent production out of my quarterbacks, running backs, and tight ends. I had pretty good depth on my bench all season long. Michael Thomas, Willie Snead. I've had a combination of running backs. So I had Doug Martin, but he was hurt for most of the year. You know, Thomas Rawls, picked up Jeremy Hill, flipped him for a pick. I've had some depth on my bench. It's just that my wide receivers, T.Y. Hilton, Robinson, and whether it was Thomas or Snead, I just couldn't fucking get them all to click all at once. And if your wide receivers don't click in this league, you're pretty much fucked. Just like I am in the fantasy football world. Pretty much fucked in our league. But that being said, I'll be rooting on for some other people. I'm looking forward to next year. I abandoned ship. But the monster went down, but I'm a big Tennessee Titans fan. I'm not here to talk about fantasy football. I'll save that for another day. Maybe I'll start doing a little, preview or something like that. We'll try to throw it in during the week. We'll try to get a schedule built up here. I'm just, sorry about me fixing my fucking hat here. Just a little agitated. It's November. I hate November. I fucking absolutely hate November. If any month can fuck off, it's November. I'll be glad to see December roll around the calendar. Lots of things going on. Lots of things pissing me off. Every time I walk out the door into the real world. Try to fucking drive somewhere. Fuck. Construction. Fuck. Fucking construction, man. But anyways, back to football. Big Tennessee Titans fan. Marcus Mariota. Mike Mularkey has the boys playing well. DeMarco Murray, Derrick Henry, fucking combination back there is a beautiful, beautiful thing that we have going. One of the best offensive lines in the game. Very underrated offensive line, in my opinion. Obviously, we're Tennessee Titans. We don't get fucking talked about a lot. But I'll talk about the Tennessee Titans. The growth, the maturity of Mariota. He got 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Did not see this coming from him. Did not. Thought he'd have maybe a little bit more handful of rushing touchdowns, but we don't need to rush him. We don't need to do what Carolina does with Cam Newton or what fucking Seattle does with Russell Wilson. We got DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry. Let them fucking run the ball, baby. Let them run the ball. We got a handful of, I wouldn't even say underrated receivers, because They are who they are. They're a bunch of slot receivers, fucking Wallace and fucking, whether it's fucking, Rashad Wallace or fucking Douglas or fucking Taze Sharp. They're a bunch of just little slot receivers, so you know what I mean? But they're getting the job done. Kendall Wright, slot receivers. But they're getting the job done. They're allowing Mariota to just, kind of dip the ball off. They got some speed, so they can stretch the field if we fucking need to. That's the beautiful thing about having a bunch of little slot receivers. A little tough around the red zone with them because of their size, but that's where DeMarco Murray fucking takes over. So Mike Mularkey's got the offense clicking. I did not see this from Mike Mularkey. I think he's a terrible fucking coach. I think he's an awful coach. I think we would have been better off without him. But he's proven me wrong. Been proven wrong many a times. Proven wrong many a times. Our defense has definitely come to play. Parrish Cox definitely leading the crew in the fucking back in the DBs. Our DBs have really, really fucking stepped up. Brian Arakpo and Derek Morgan, the linebackers, they're having resurrections, career resurrections, basically. So we're playing well. We're playing well. We've got a tough schedule ahead. We have a bye week this week. 6-6 on the season. Just behind the Houston Texans. And Houston doesn't fucking scare me. Houston's a fucking horrible team. Horrible team. Horrible coach team. Coach Brian. Or Brian Kelly, or whatever his name is. Horrible coach team. Brock Osweiler does not fucking scare me. Lamar Miller, nah. Got rid of him for a reason. Hopkins, they can't get him the fucking ball, man. And when the ball does come to fucking Hopkins, he drops it. Their offense does not scare me. Their defense, still solid defense over there in Houston. Still solid defense. Clowney's playing a lot better. A lot of people are stepping up. That Bernardrick McKinney, or whatever his name is, linebacker, he's stepping up. Obviously, they have Cushing, little tackle machine. But they don't scare me at all. As of right now, Vegas has the Titans at plus 240 to win the division. I think there's a lot of value there. I think it's going to come. We play the Texans in the final game of the season. Now we have to get through Denver, and we go at home. Still going to be tough at home. It's after a bye week, so we have 2 weeks of preparation. It's kind of nice. But it's still going to be a very fucking tough game at home against Denver. And then we're on the road against Kansas City. If we can get 1-1 out of that, we have a shot at winning this division, because then we got Jacksonville at home, and then we got Houston. Yeah, so we're at home against the Broncos, then we're on the road against the Chiefs, on the road against the Jaguars, and then we're at home against the Texans. But on the road against the Jaguars, fuck it, man. It's the Jaguars, it's Blake Bortles, they're fucking awful. You know what I mean? They're not going to fucking show up. You fucking jump on the Jaguars early, man, and you can fucking have a very good shot at winning. That's exactly what the Titans have been doing. We've been jumping on teams fucking early. Bears, sweat job at the fucking end, you know what I mean? But we fucking pulled it off. We're going to have a few of those. But I was pleasantly surprised to see us jump out to like a 21-7 fucking early lead. But yeah, the Broncos, tough game. Chiefs, tough fucking game, man. Tough game against the Chiefs, man. Somehow we got to go 1-1 against these fuckers to stay in the race. Because we're not going to win the wild card with the way the AFC is. With the AFC West, with the fucking Raiders, Broncos, and Chiefs. All pretty fucking solid teams with better records. It's gonna be tough for us to sneak into a wild card spot. It's not gonna happen. You got the Bills still to contend with, sitting there at 6-5. So there's a bunch of teams. Bills got what? Bills are in Oakland this week coming up. So it's a big week coming up for the even though the Titans aren't playing. A lot of scoreboard watching. And then the Jaguars, very winnable, and the Texans. Hopefully that comes down to the last game at home against the Texans. Hopefully. It'd be fucking kind of nice. Kind of sucks that we lost the early game to Houston, 27-20 or something like that. But I've been pleasantly surprised by Tennessee. We have a handful of picks left over from some of our moves. I wouldn't mind getting Mariota a couple weapons on the outside. Nice little big body, a nice little possession wide receiver, a Michael Thomas-like wide receiver in the draft. But the sun's out in the GTA. I'm going to have some my daily sports pick section out a little later on today, so everybody keep an eye on it. Lay some money down on the table. It's all about trying to win some money and get ahead in life, right? That's what we're all about. So remember, you can find my work on Twitter at kjohnstonmiked. You can find my work on my blog site at kylejohnstonmikedup.wordpress.com. Type my name into YouTube, it'll pop up. And remember, if you're not laying money down on the table, you're not winning. So